Hello and welcome back to the Xpert 11 Road to Glory series, where in the last episode we thrashed Lotus FC 3-1, leaving them in the relegation zone, and in this episode we're taking on bottom of the table Sport Lisbon Benfica as we seek to keep our 5-point advantage at the top of the league and potentially be on the verge of promotion to Division 1. We're getting very close now, just 3 games left this season. Can we do it? It's time to find out. There have been a few changes to Sport Lisbon Benfica's team the last time we faced them. Mainly they've got a new backup keeper in Maurílio Older, and I've actually been playing him recently, probably to try and get him to grow a bit and replace the ageing Carsten Holm Hansen. Angelo Fernandez is the other new addition, having been promoted from the youth academy during the season. Also, the likes of Antoine Griezmann have come through the academy as well, though he didn't seem to last long there. No injury or suspension issues for Knights of Sidonia going into this game, so we will go with what we have got. They're the bottom side of the division and we are the top side, so this should be an easy game for us. But you never know for sure, and this is Division 2 after all, so nobody's exactly going to be a complete pushover. Knights line up in a 4-5-1 formation with Ant Connolly in goal, a back four Pim van der Kries, Ibrahim Camara, Aquila Santa Maria and Devon Riley. Midfield Pierre Hesselink, Y Junior, Reza Etta, Alvito Roma and Azrat Zaire with Celso Motor up front. On the bench, Ryan Mulligan, Ledley King, Oliver Wan, Raymond Hargreaves and Ian May. If you're wondering why Raymond Hargreaves is on the bench, it's because he's on 2 yellow cards and the next game in the league is our biggest promotion rival, Sporting da Quinta. We cannot afford to have Hargreaves absent for that game, so I decided to give him a rest and ensure that he will be able to play in that big match against Sporting. But a strong team has been put out anyway, just to try and get the job done, and then hopefully we can bring on some of our substitutes and allow them to get some much needed game time. Sport Lisbon Benfica have their young keeper Maurílio Older in goal, a back four of Ronnie Beckman, Ivo Silva, Legera Partey and Mikislaw Habas, midfield of Nathan Finney, Alan Fife, Philip Lahm and Mick Compton. Front two of Angelo Fernandez and Robert Lewandowski. On the benches, Carsten Holm Hansen, Simeão Alves, Bernardo Silva, Rigu Kerner and Herbert Howells. Let's go live to the supermassive black hole for this match. Knights of Sidonia playing in the red and yellow strip from left to right. Sport Lisbon Benfica in their changed black and red strip, going from right to left, with Legera Partey as their captain. And the referee for this match is Stellan Oxygen of Skill 3-7. A match in the division will see our main rival Sporting da Quinta against Broken Lotus FC in a game they'll probably be expected to win quite easily. FC Dragos are against AC Samba and the informed MS Unidos side are against soon to be relegated Taunton Town by the looks of things, because Taunton Town are really struggling at the wrong end of the table. And we're underway. And that's already dominating possession in these early stages. In the 5th minute, Y Junior side finish on goal. And it's only 1 minute to make the second and just 5 minutes of the game. Devon Riley second, Y Junior for the first goal. Great start. As we get more into this game, and no chance for Knights, and it's a penalty! Wow, this game is really done and dusted by the looks of things. And the penalty, Pim van der Kries against Maurílio Older, and it takes the easy ones in the back of the net. The young people didn't stand a chance against Pim van der Kries' expert penalty taking abilities, and Knights of Sidonia FC are 2-0 up. Meantime, we can see Sporting da Quinta are taking the lead against Lotus FC, so we're not quite promoted yet, but if Lotus can get an equaliser, we will be. MS Unidos are taking the lead against Taunton Town. They're really making a push for that second place spot. Maybe even more than promotion, although it's probably a bit beyond them as Taunton Town pull one back against MS Unidos. Half time in this game though, it's 2-0 to Knights of Sidonia FC. And I believe we've only actually created 2 chances all game, so utterly clinical against the young goalkeeper to ensure that this game is going to be going our way quite easily. We've also had more possession than Sport Lisbon Benfica, and it's clear to see why this team are bottom of the league. No buts about it whatsoever. We're actually getting underway for the second half. Can we maintain this, or will Sport Lisbon Benfica come out a different team in the second half? We're going to bring on Ian May for Celso Motor, and as I said, we're going to give some extra game time for Oliver Wan and Ian May, as they need to double jump really if we are to do well in the future, because we will be needing to sell players on for profit. I am effectively running this team on the 1 million a week that you get from sponsorship money plus press money. So Simeo Alves and Herbert Howells are coming on for Sport Lisbon Benfica. They shuffle their youth pack, but it's not going to do much good because here's Alvito Roma. Let's miss the goal. Well, there goes our perfect record in this game of conversion, but we're still doing pretty well here so far. Alvito Roma has another tight angle, a shot on goal, and it's 3-0. Game, set, match. Leicester and Slovenian FC are just too good for Sport Lisbon Benfica. There's no doubt about it, but because Sporting da Quinta are beating Lotus FC by 2-0, Leicester FC are not promoted just yet. However, we are just 1 point in promotion, and we are far superior goal difference to Sporting da Quinta. But they are our next opponents in the league, and depending on how that game goes, it could all change. However, we do know that we have it in our own hands going into the final 2 games in order to get promoted. If we win, we're up. If we draw, we're up. If we lose, it's going to go down to the final day, but things will still be in our favour somewhat. It's been a great season, but we need to finish off the job now and get things done against Sporting da Quinta so we can use the final game against FC Dragos purely for DV reasons. And Sporting da Quinta will go around at comfortable winners in the end against Lotus. Well, I have to say that was a pretty easy game against a side that appears to be in a major transition at the moment, with a strong defence but a lot of youngsters in the team which they really need to build up into proper players. Pim van der Kreis was the man of the match for Slovenia FC once again. He's been a defensive colossus. Ejiro Party the man of the match for Sport Lisbon Benfica. So then, the situation is simple then. We are really nearly there. Just 1 point will do it. We have 2 games left. I'm very, very happy with how the season has gone. The team have managed to combine winning football with a ton of goal scoring as well. We have by far the best goal difference in this division, which is quite something when you consider the fact that they're going to score a lot of goals. They don't really concede many. And I wasn't too optimistic about our chances considering we were one of the weakest sides of the division. How very wrong I was. This team have been absolutely excellent this season. As they approach their prime, they're really showing that they really want to be in Division 1 next season and hopefully in the top flight in the very near future. I'm getting increasingly more confident that this team can actually make it into the Ultimate League top flight. We've just careened through these divisions, winning title after title. This would be our 4th divisional title in the row should we be able to win it. But we still need to do the job, and Sporting da Quinta are a very good side who can harm us. We owe away to them, so this is by no means over, but it would be fair to say that it's very much in our favour going to the last 2 games, and we should be the favourite to win the Division 2C title. Team of the week this time around is Vale Korotic of FC Dragos in goal. Back 4, Pim van der Kreis and that's Slovenia FC. Jesus Garcia, Imeos Unidos, Emiliano Milario, AC Samba, and Ejiro Party, Sport Lisbon Benfica. Midfielder Marcelo Lasaldo, AC Samba, Diego Capel, Imeos Unidos, Sebastian Parfit, Taunton Town FC, and Alvito Roma, that's Slovenia FC. And up front, Reno Tedesco, AC Samba, and Justino Jacome, Sporting da Quinta. Manager of the round was us, which seems to continue a trend of the fact that the manager of the round always seems to be related to Sport Lisbon Benfica for some reason. But nevertheless, that's a 2nd manager of the round award this season. Both, I believe, came against Sport Lisbon Benfica as well, so that's an interesting coincidence. I could very well be wrong about that one though. So after that round of matches, that's Slovenia FC had 28 points. 5 more than Sporting da Quinta. We're just 1 point off promotion because the 6 points would have guaranteed us promotion with the goal difference we have. However, as things stand, that will not happen because Sporting da Quinta are right on our coattails and they are our next opponents in the league. Imeos Unidos are in the hunt for the playoff spots on 20 points, which is a bit of a turnaround because they were mid-table at one point, but now they're really starting to turn into a real contender since they beat us. AC Samba are 4th on 17 points. They're the only team in this division that we haven't beaten so far, but they've had a pretty mixed season overall really, drawing a bit too many games. FC Dragos have had a very average season, especially when you consider they were a promotion contender this time last season. They are on 14 points and fighting against relegation. However, they're in pretty good form recently. Dragos just drew 1 more of AC Samba to continue their unbeaten run and pull slightly away from the relegation zone of Lotus FC and Taunton Town FC. Those 2 are being cut adrift a bit, but Dragos are still not entirely safe. One team who are effectively nearly down though are Sport Lisbon Benfica. 5 points from safety. They are all but relegated. Anyway, that's it for this episode. In the next episode, we have a massive game against Sporting da Quinta. We are away to their place, and if we win or draw, we are promoted. This is absolutely crucial for our season, so see you next time around.